Bob Iger warns Disney employees of fallout from Trump tariffs as company faces new economic headwinds. Good old Bobby Iger. Bobby Iger struggling again. If we all remember when Bobby Iger, when COVID happened, he magically stepped down as CEO. Remember that? Right before COVID dropped, when all of it happened, he stepped down as CEO.
Yep, and you had Chapek in there.
Had Chapek in there just so Chapek could basically take the hits for him, essentially, which I firmly believe that Bob Iger never stepped away from that. Walt Disney CEO Bob Iger is sounding the alarm about the potential consequences of newly implemented tariffs from President Donald Trump's administration. During a surprise appearance at ABC News Daily editorial meeting, Iger offered candid and unfiltered remarks about the likely fallout from what the White House is calling Liberation Day tariffs, a sweeping policy that imposes a 10% blanket tariff on all imports, with even steeper levies on major trading partners. So right here, Iger expressed deep concern about what this could mean for Disney and the U.S. economy. According to the attendees, he emphasized that the idea of swiftly relocating overseas manufacturing to the United States was unrealistic given the specialized labor involved, pointing to examples of Apple's Foxconn factories in China. He argued that it would be nearly impossible to replicate those conditions domestically in the short term. I love that Bob Iger is freaking out right now over this.
Yep.
Staffers present a meeting, or let's see, staffers present at the meeting told CNN's Oliver Darcy that Iger appeared to be urging ABC News to connect the dots for the public, noting that most Americans don't really understand how tariffs work. He warned of the ripple effects across Disney's many business units, singling out Disney Cruise Line as particularly vulnerable due to its reliance on imported steel for ship construction.
Well, that's a red flag right there.
Yeah.
You're going on a Disney cruise and they're reliant on overseas Chinese steel to build your cruise ships? Holy fuck. Don't go on a Disney cruise. It's built Chinese. Go on a fucking Royal Caribbean. Holy shit. What the fuck?
Let's go.
That's a huge red flag.
This is Trump showing all of their true colors. Iger even suggested that rising costs could force the company to scale back its investment plans. There's something about the Disney parks in here too, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, by contract, Disney's domestic theme parks, particularly Walt Disney World and Disneyland, are far more exposed. The theme park construction relies heavily on imported ride system as raw material, much of which comes from European manufacturers. The costs are likely to rise sharply under the new tariffs, putting pressure on projects already under scrutiny. This is so good. All right, so you have Epic Universe opening up that everybody's going crazy over. Disney has fumbled so much at their theme parks. To put it in perspective, we've talked about how they will try to remake the original trilogy at some point.
Yep.
They essentially already did that in their Disney park because they shut down Splash Mountain, one of the most iconic attractions in Walt Disney World history. They shut it down over social justice complaints of racism. So for like 20 or 30 years, Splash Mountain wasn't racist. And then suddenly, in 2020, in the George Floyd riots, suddenly Splash Mountain became racist. So they shut down Splash Mountain, rethemed it to The Princess and the Frog, and it's been broken down ever since. They can't keep the ride up and running. DEI bullshit just breaks constantly. So instead of creating a new attraction, they decided to replace an iconic attraction. It's absolutely insane, dude.
Yep.
So listen, this is it's worth noting that Disney had already scaled back its capital investment pipeline in recent years. Canceled or delayed initiatives include the Play Pavilion, Reflections Resort, Spaceship Earth overhaul, Cherry Tree Lane expansion at Epcot. Some of these were shelved during the global health crisis, but others have quietly disappeared.
During the global health crisis. Not during COVID, but the global health crisis. Okay.
But anyway, we'll see how this all plays out. But Disney is in panic mode. Basically, a lot of not America first people are panicking right now.
Yeah.
I am sympathetic to the fact that there are small businesses that are going to be affected. I know that's going to happen, and obviously that sucks, but it's necessary in order, because once it's all said and done, once this comes full circle, all these small businesses will be far better off in the long run with America first. So,
and going with what you said about Tiana's Bayou, that's what it's called, right? New Splash Mountain is Tiana's Bayou.
Yeah.
With that article, you know what that's telling me? I wonder if they would have just built Tiana's Bayou with American-made products, if it wouldn't be shut down as much. If it wouldn't be always broken down, if they would have just bought American.
Instead of ordering the Temu stuff.
the Temu Tiana's Bayou. You could have had an American-made one.
It's going to be, listen, man, this is going to be chaotic. It's going to be chaotic for weeks and months, potentially. But we shall see. We shall see. So.
Yep.